All right, in this daily abolitionist video, we just want to address something that is very important to abolitionism and the future work of Abolish Human Abortion and the International Coalition of Abolitionist Societies. My name is Russell Hunter, and I'm the Communications Director for ICAS and one of the directors of Abolish Human Abortion and a local director of an abolitionist society in Oklahoma. And I want to make this very clear. This is a very important thing, and this is just, we want people to understand it and to embrace it. And it is this. We believe that the work of abolitionism, must be nonviolent. That is that, well, when you hear about abolitionism, you may think, about John Brown or some violent abolitionist in the past, or it might be a word that conjures up ideas of the Civil War. And you may have heard in history, it's a false idea in history, but you may have heard that the abolitionists caused the Civil War or brought it on because of all their agitation. Well, no, they did so much agitation that the Civil War could not be fought without slavery being sort of like a chief issue, and the abolition of slavery a chief sort of outcome of a Northern victory. But here's the deal. We want to affirm, like the abolitionists in Britain and the abolitionists in the 1st through 4th centuries who worked against abortion and infanticide and child abandonment in Rome, we want to affirm their position of nonviolence, the position of the American abolitionist and immediatist of the abolition of slavery, such as William Lloyd Garrison and those guys at the outset of their work, that fully affirmed this principle of nonviolence. We want to just say that abolition must be nonviolent. So another reason that's important, we don't think that bombing clinics or, attacking abortionists is in any way Christian or good or even effective for bringing about abolition. So on our blog, we actually have, and you can find this on the Abolitionist Society of Oklahoma blog, or you can find it just by Googling why abolition must be nonviolent plus AHA or abortion abolitionism. But we have a document where we lay out 7 principles which sort of justify our position of nonviolence and explain why we think that violence is not necessary and is not Christian. The other reason we want to put this video out there is that we don't want to bear the responsibility for any kind of crazy person who goes and does any kind of crazy thing. We've seen that recently, where people, for whatever reason and whatever causes, go and do horrendous violence against people who are innocent, people who they're maybe not even trying to attack, and it's just horrendous stuff. So we've just conceded the idea that somebody could put on an AHA shirt or be wearing an abolitionist product or something like that, wearing an AHA symbol, and then go do something stupid and nutty and just wrong and sinful. And so Abolish Human Abortion, of course, bears no responsibility for any violence done, and any laws broken or ordinances smashed by anyone out there calling themselves an abolitionist or representing themselves as an abolitionist by sporting the abolitionist symbol, the AHA symbol. So we categorically reject that, and we categorically deny them. If you want to be an abolitionist and you go out and you do something stupid like attack somebody or blow something up or anything like that, guess what? You're not an abolitionist. Abolitionists believe that the gospel is the answer to abortion, that we can use reason, we can use science, we can use philosophy, you can persuade people. We do not believe that you could persuade anyone to become an abolitionist by, destroying stuff, or especially by destroying people, as evil as you may think they are, people who are created in the image of God, people whom God saw as valuable enough to become human in order to save them. So we reject that, and we would reject you as an abolitionist. The other thing is we do reject sort of like this blatant disregard and destruction of property that may be tempting at times for people who are seeking to spread abolitionism, seeking to put the symbol out there. You know, so we provide drop cards and posters and that sort of thing to people because we want to spread abolitionist ideology, and we also want to destroy pro-choice misinformation. But when you're doing that, we do not think that it is ever necessary to sort of destroy public or private property. So yes, hang up posters, but, you know, use tape. You know, tape doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't hurt property. You know, staple into wood poles or whatever. You know, these are not destructive acts. You know, dropping cards, you know, around is not a destructive act. It's not, you know, you might find some kind of hippie out there who wants to call it littering to drop a card somewhere that's going to, you know, destroy the environment or something like that. But, you know, drop cards are not the destruction of property, and neither are passing out tracts, pamphlets, putting up posters, or anything like that. Now, what we would be opposed to is, you know, going around and spray painting the AHA symbol or something. So we deny people who do that. That is not a means of abolitionism, and so anyone who does that, you know, that's not us. And lastly, if some sort of sad pro-choicer who's like, man, I can't beat any of those abolitionists in arguments, and I can't, you know, persuade people to dislike them or whatever, you know, people who want to make AHA look bad or abolitionism look bad, and they decide that they're going to frame us by doing something stupid, guess what? We don't do that stupid stuff. So if a pro-choicer wants to buy an abolitionist shirt and go do something stupid to frame us or whatever it is, thank you for your money, and we'll sell you as many shirts as you want because we're going to just buy more shirts with that. But we do not bear the responsibility for whatever it is that you do. Okay, sorry for rambling about that, but it's very important that every abolitionist knows that and practices, you know, abolitionism correctly. Thanks for listening.